Hi everybody, Justin here, back at you from Social Interactions, IT support and management. Just here to answer a couple of the questions that came through yesterday after I put out a call. If anybody had any questions or anything they wanted answered, a couple of you posted questions, so I'm here with the answers to those questions. The first question that came through was from Alex, and Alex has a 2013 MacBook Pro, a late 2013 MacBook Pro with 8 gig of RAM, and she's looking at upgrading. She wants to upgrade. She wants to know if she should upgrade to the new MacBook Pro or if she can just upgrade her existing one to 16 gig of RAM. The short answer, Alex, is you're not able to upgrade the RAM on that particular model. Apple solder the computer memory directly onto the PCB or the circuit board for the computer. So unfortunately, you're not able to just take it into a shop and upgrade the RAM on that computer. The new MacBook Pros have just been released, and they've got the new fancy touch bar across the top of them. The base model, which doesn't have that touch bar, will set you back about $2,500 to $2,600 for 16 gig of RAM in it. If you take the step up to the one with that touch bar and it has a faster processor and what have you, you're looking at about $3,000. Also, keep in mind when you're buying the new MacBook that if you use any USB dongles or USB equipment, that the new MacBook Pro doesn't have standard USB dongles. It has the new USB-C ports, so you'll need dongles to accommodate any USB hardware that you're currently running. So bear that in mind if you're budgeting for a new computer, if you're budgeting to buy a new MacBook Pro. Another question that came through was from David. David is getting an error on iTunes saying that there was an invalid response sent from his phone, or an invalid code sent from his phone, and that iTunes won't recognize the phone. David, I did some research into that. It's happening with quite a few people. The problem seems to be that with iOS 10, which is the latest version of iOS, you need to update to the latest version of iTunes, which is now 12.5.3. Unfortunately, what's happening is the Apple updater on Windows isn't downloading that iTunes update. So you actually need to go to the iTunes website and download the software manually and install it. Just install it over your current version of iTunes and see how you go. If that doesn't work, let me know, and I'll certainly do what I can to help you some more. Luke wrote in and asked, he said he can't send email from his iPhone when he's on 4G. However, when he connects to his Wi-Fi network, he can send email from his iPhone, and wants to know how we can fix it and why that's the case. Most likely what the case is there, Luke, is that whoever your mobile carrier is blocking what's called port 25 on their email servers, and port 25 is the door, if you like, that your phone is trying to send email through on your carrier's network. And a lot of internet providers and a lot of phone carriers block that door to stop spam and to stop people clogging up their mail servers and what have you. So what you need to do, just very basically, and I'll put a link to an article that will take you through the steps on how to do this, but what you really need to do is go into the settings for that mail account and go into the outgoing server settings, into the advanced settings, and change the outgoing port to either 465. Now 465 has been allocated to a different service, so it may not work. It probably will still work, but you may find that down the track it won't any longer and you'll have to change it again. So change it to either 465, or if your email provider and your email server allows for a secure connection, and you should probably always be using a secure connection these days if you can, you need to make sure that port is changed to 587, and that the verification method is changed to TLS, and that should see you able to send email from your iPhone while you're out and about on the road without having to connect to the same Wi-Fi network as your computer. So there's a couple of quick answers to a couple of questions that came through yesterday. Thank you to everybody who sent those questions in. Like I say, we'll be doing these maybe once a week or so. Feel free to add questions in the comments below. You know, if I find that we're getting enough questions through, certainly we'll do this more regularly. What this is about is, like I say, helping you guys out with any questions that you might have that are small things, that are really niggly, that are bugging you, that don't need somebody on site, that don't need somebody on the end of the phone, but hopefully we can get through just like this via a quick video. So once again, I'm Justin. My business is Social Interactions. We do IT support. Don't forget to like the Facebook page that you're watching this on. We're also on Twitter. I'll put a link in the notes as well. Thanks, guys. I'll speak to you soon. Cheers.